Hello, my name is Christopher Mungren, and this is the week 3, milestone 3 of directed study for my chosen subject of character modeling. This is the thorax, and I did not these. For some reason, it does not allow me to duplicate it, and well, it does allow me to duplicate. It does not allow me to mirror it over um, because they do have subdivision levels. So, and I'm assuming that you're just grading me upon my retopology and not necessarily the fact that he's missing half of his extremities. But this is the general gist of it. It is most of them are in subdivision level 5, and they have been projected to the original mesh as best they could. I did just now recently notice this. I have no clue what happened with that because this is uh, fully. It does have it. Excuse me. I did make this with symmetry, so I'm not entirely sure as to why this is all twisted like that. I mean the segment that connects to the tail, it looks fine. The rest of it seems to look fine down the middle. I don't really know why that twisted. Thankfully, though, I do have the original models, the skins labeled as such, and then just the retopologies. So just in case something goes wrong, I can go back and check that. But right now it's 8 p.m. and I have to turn this in. Just quickly go over some of these. I did try to tighten up the form, as you said, at least the way I best understood it. I define the lines a bit more with the mandible on. I made a little divot to make it look like it actually isn't just sunken in there. It's actually looks like it's part of the body, like it's in a socket, so to speak. They try to tighten up the divots in the center of the head and just kind of pinch the bottom part of the mouth around the jaw. I think the head, thorax, and abdomen do have the most. Though for some reason I could not get the abdomen to properly project with the original. It kept, well, not kept, it just couldn't do anything. And you can see it actually somewhat at the tip. I'm assuming it's because the model is so thin it's projecting inside out. And that, of course, is an issue. I would increase the distance, but I did, but it just looked so much worse. So, unfortunately, that's the best I have for the abdomen. The antenna came out pretty well for the most part. The legs were a bit tricky because I made the mistake of not um, just having a straight edge leg as a base for retopology. So I did have to tweak with that a bit. Yeah, I'll show you the poly frames. It isn't perfectly straight. I did kind of panic a little because it is Sunday. I should have had this done earlier, to which I'm not blaming you in any sense. I'm blaming myself. I should have asked earlier because the first time I got the critique, it was Wednesday, so I assumed that I'd get it Wednesday again. But I should have just emailed you the moment it wasn't there. There it goes again. Mesh clipping in. I will have to tweak with that. I think that's just an issue with the projection because I do have the distance set to 1. It was set at 2. I had to lower it even further. Leg 1 has the most problems, which is quite odd because it is incidentally the furthest. Like these 2 points are the furthest away in leg 1. I don't quite know why that leg 2 and like 3, which are bent more inward, aren't having problems. I'm not complaining by any means, but it's just kind of weird to me. You can see the original retopology. Overall, I'm still somewhat new to retopology. I haven't done it that much. I've only done it once out of sight of school, and that was for some personal project. But I think it came out fairly well, except excluding a few things like the abdomen. But that was more so due to projection than anything else. It should have tweaked with the legs a bit more, make the geometry smoother and the flow better, but that's on me completely. Overall, though, I had a good time doing this, and I actually don't mind retopology as much as some of the other students I've talked to. They seem to hate it a lot, and I find this oddly relaxing at times. So overall, that's just the gist of what I've done for this week. I hope this meets the standards you have for retopology.